Okay, so right now we're going to talk a little bit about the Norwex mop. So I think that the Norwex mop is like the Cadillac of our catalog. It is an amazing product. Most people want it. It is a little bit pricier. A lot of people will just host parties to get it for free or significantly discounted. But, I just want to be able to explain our whole system. So our mop, when it starts out, is just the basic mop system, but we have so many accessories that fit with it, and all these pieces work together, which is wonderful. So what I want to do is just tell you about how the mop works. So when you first get the mop, you're going to get the mop pole here, the base, the yellow mop pad is your dry mop pad, and the blue mop pad is your wet mop pad. So that's what comes with it. This piece right here comes separately, and we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. And then you can choose to get the rubber brush with it or without. So, all right, this is how the mop works. You're gonna start with your yellow mop pad. That's your dry mop pad. So think of yellow, sunny, dry. And when you use the mop, you're gonna step on the base and you're gonna slightly turn left and bring the handle up to about your nose. And then slightly turn it right. You're not gonna wanna overextend it, just a little bit. And the ball at the end does actually have a purpose. It's for removing scuff marks off the floor. So that's pretty cool. All right, so why we love our Norwex mop, our extending handle, is because if you have someone that's really tall, this goes really high. Tall people know that if you're trying to use a short mop pole, you're really bending over and struggling to mop. So we love the fact that our mop handle does go up and down for your height. All right, so when we start with our dry mopping, you're gonna wanna go in a figure eight pattern like this. And we do figure eight because it attracts the dust, the dirt, the dog hair, all of the little things on the floor, but it's gonna push around the Cheetos, Fritos, whatever, anything the dog doesn't eat, we're gonna push along with the dry mop pad. So it isn't a vacuum, it is a mop, so you're gonna be pushing that other stuff around. And then when you're done, you stop right at the garbage can, you put the handle down. This is where the rubber brush comes to play. So this rubber brush is pretty important piece with our mop. This is what we use to clean off our dry mop pad. So pretend this is the garbage here. Obviously I don't have one, just pretend. You're gonna take your rubber brush and you're gonna brush this into the garbage. So that way you can keep using your mop over and over again and you don't have to launder it every time. Our rubber brush is what I call the hidden gem of the catalog. It is great for all your upholstered furniture, carpeted steps, rugs, entry mats, cars, and anywhere you have pet hair. And of course, you can even use it on your pet. So this thing is pretty wonderful. Okay, so you're done with your dry mopping, and then you're going to take the blue mop pad. So blue is wet water. You're gonna get it really nice and wet in the sink, and you're gonna wring it out. So just remember that your mop pad should not be soaking wet. It is not the water that's cleaning your floor, it's the microfiber. So you're gonna put the mop pad on and you're gonna bring the handle up. I like to put my hand right on the mop handle here to add a little extra pressure. So that way when I'm mopping, you are gonna be able to get all the dirt and junk off the floor with that. Now, mine isn't wet, I'm just kind of showing you how it works. So if you have a whole lot of flooring like I have, you're only gonna get partway done and your mop pad's gonna start to dry out. So that's where this mop attachment spray bottle comes into play. So this is a newer product and it will click in and fit on every Norwex mop that they've ever put out. So it just clicks right into place. So if you have the Norwex mop now, it will fit in there. So what happens is you just put water in here and you're good to go. But if you did purchase or already have the probiotic hard water cleaner, you can add a little bit of this to the water bottle and that helps eat all the bacteria off of your floor for up to 3 days. So that is a great little additive as well. Okay, so water goes in here, and when you're mopping and your mop pad tends to dry out, your handle has to be perpendicular to the floor. So it cannot be off at all. It has to be perfectly perpendicular. And then you push down and it will spray water out of this little hole right onto the floor. So that way you can keep using your wet mop pad and it doesn't dry out. Now let's just say that you want a spot clean. Let's just say that you have a sticky spot on the floor and you don't even want to get your mop pad wet. You can just go up to it, spray it, use your mop, and boom, you're done. I mean, it's super simple. So that's the basics of the mop. So now let's talk about some of the other extra accessories we have with our mop. So we have a couple of additional mop pads, and this is what they're good for. So this one right here is the tile mop pad. The tile mop pad is a wet mop pad, and it's good for extra scrubby, extra dirty surfaces. So there's that one. This is the chenille mop pad, which is really good for pet hair or dust bunnies. That's a dry mop pad. And then we have the window mop pad. So the window mop pad is pretty fantastic. You can do high windows by washing them with your wet mop pad and then polishing them with the window mop pad. So pretty great to be able to reach up to those high areas. Okay, then we also have one of my top favorites. This is the Enviro wand. This is good for high dusting and low dusting. You know, I have 9-foot ceilings, so this is wonderful to be able to get up high. And you can bend this however you need to. Bend it again for ceiling fans. But this guy also fits on your mop. So you pop off the handle. You can pop off the head of the mop, and it fits right on here. So if you have really high cathedral ceilings, you know, you're gonna be able to get up there really high to do some dusting, do your walls. If you have high ceiling fans, or like I have a dog, obviously you've been seeing him walk around here, and he sheds a lot. So I like to take my Enviro wand and get underneath my furniture, obviously not just this door, pretend that's the couch, right? Get under the furniture to pull out all the extra dog hair. So really love the Enviro wand for that. You can just brush the Enviro wand out, or you can throw it in the wash machine. Okay, so next with our accessories, we have the rubber broom attachment. So this guy fits right on here as well. And this is really good for pet hair. So if you have pet hair, you can stick it on there. It does take some strength to pull up pet hair. So that's what that one's for. And then there's also a squeegee on the back. So that's if you spill and you want to be able to, get that all together, then you're good. So, almost done. All right, the next one that we have is the squeegee. So this squeegee attachment also fits up on here. So if you want to do windows or anything really high, you have a squeegee attachment. All right, so then we also do have the mini mop system. So this is the size of the mini mop. So this would fit right on here. Really good for small areas or campers. But we also have the handheld cleaning system, which is the mop base, and it comes with a handle. So you can turn your big mop or your mini mop into a handheld cleaning system. So that works really well where you can do your windows, and all of the mini mop pads fit on this handheld cleaning. So if you want to, use this and put it in your shower, you can just switch out the handle. So you have all these great little attachments to make it into one great big system. This is the rubber broom. And the last, we have a little hidden brush here that you can use like in keyboards and little areas you need to dust out. So our mop system is fantastic. And I think there was one more. Nope, that's it. All right, well, thanks for watching.